Three, two, one. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Say hello to our lovely audience. Hello, lovely audience.
Hi.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh, nice surprise. This is nice.
Hello. Yeah,
I'm in the window. I'm in the window. This is awesome.
He was ready to kill all of us.
I thought you guys would like that.
I'm really feeling it. I am really feeling this.
It's beautiful.
It really, really is.
Well, welcome everyone. You guys have seen, or heard rather, me, Tyler, and Willow before, but welcoming a very warm welcome to some new special guests who you've heard before, but not witnessed in live stream format. And that would be Stormwolf and Valkyria Gray. Welcome.
Boo. Get him out of here.
Hi.
Otherwise known as their alter egos, the Light and the Advocate, on our lovely series. So, our last live stream was well over a year ago, everybody. Can you believe that?
We're so old.
Wow. It doesn't feel that long ago.
Yeah, that was just for reference. We just released episode 4 when the live stream happened.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my god.
My God.
So, if it was 4 episodes before that live stream, then we're running a little bit behind because we only have 3 episodes up since then.
You know, I was thinking it, but I wasn't gonna say it.
But I think, Tyler, if I'm not wrong, we do have something related to that, a possible future episode, something related to that, to show the people.
Yes, we do. But first, I see my lovely people from my university in the chat. Hello.
Oh, shout-outs. The shout-outs begin.
Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
No, we're going to talk about whatever we want.
But
Hi,
yeah.
Tyler's uni mates.
Unimates.
Yay! They're probably going to learn a lot about me tonight.
Oh boy.
Oh.
All right. Well,
No,
without
all good.
further ado.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, we'll get it out of the way, and then we can just chat about whatever. But I think people will want to see what we've got for them.
Yep.
We've only been together a month, and in that time, you've been captured, killed, brought back, not to mention assaulted by an enthralled Lamia, and to top it all off, you kissed her, and said you loved her.
Hope. I'd forgotten what that felt like. Before you. Before us.
You humans think you're so special. My people, humanity stabbed them in the back, slaughtered each and every one, except for me. Die for me.
Does not resist. Like it's too good.
All right, we're back. Welcome back. Sorry, while you guys are watching that, we started discussing pizza and mozzarella and delicious things like that. Burritos.
Cheese, man.
Copious amounts of cheese.
Oh man.
Then-
So, what did everyone think? Oh my god, I'm seeing all
Yeah, seeing the reactions.
Snake Avengers Endgame.
What kind of name is Endgame? They could have picked something better than that.
Oh, come on. That was the best option. That was like the best. Like, I love how we just did our trailer reveal and we're not even talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about the Avengers.
It's just like, so yeah, that happened. Anyway, Ant-Man, am I right?
Alright?
Yeah, he shows up at the front door. Spoilers. Okay. So yeah, what did everybody think?
Well, that got dark, says Samuel and Lee. Ellie, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm so sorry.
Well, you know,
Shame, Tyler, shame!
things go so well for our characters every single episode, right? Nothing bad ever happens to them, so we felt like...
Oh,
Especially-
of course.
Well, last episode was the Christmas special. It was fantastic. Everybody got a present.
Nothing but sunshine and rainbows.
Everybody got a present. I have to
Merry
say that
Christmas.
I got everything I wanted out of that episode.
And also, because I know people are going to be spamming it, it's going to be coming out soon, before the end of the month, I promise.
There you go. He promises. On
Yep, he
behalf of
promises.
his editor.
It's not empty promises, I promise.
Wow.
Wow. Ooh. Yeah, that's either a lot of faith in Joe, or yeah, he's throwing it out there. So yeah, you better crank that thing out, or otherwise it's your head.
Guys, I'm gonna have to cancel the stream. I gotta get started on this one.
Aw.
Yeah, that trailer's completely made up. I haven't even started.
Ooh.
Well, you just pull that out of your ass.
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
real. It's like Rogue One, where they just added shots that aren't even in the film.
Yeah.
I mean, fair.
Okay, so we did say before that we were going to do a bit of a Q&A. So people have left us some questions and are welcome to, over the course of the live stream, leave us even more questions, and I'll be looking for them. There are a lot of comments, so I will try and catch them all, but we do have some ones. A lot of the audio is choppy, somebody says. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Is it still choppy? Everyone's audio is kind of messy. Let me try something real quick. Is it still choppy now, everybody? Is it still choppy?
Now that everything has gone black.
Yes, well, I was doing a bit of a restart.
Oh, there we
It is
go.
messy. Well, it's going to be a bit of a delay, so we'll see if people can hear it.
It is messy. Much like this lots and lots of pizza. We're not
Yes.
sponsored.
It's still
It's
choppy.
slightly better than it was before. Yes.
Winks
What
at
does
camera.
yes mean, people? What does yes mean? Yes, it's choppy. Yes, it's better.
Okay.
Audio
Not
is
Better.
choppy. A little
Better-ish?
better.
It's betterish.
Oh, no. Oh,
Better-ish.
no.
Is it only because more than one person is speaking at a time?
I don't know. We can try that. But
We were
they
having
can
a bit
just
of
speak it.
a problem with it before. I think it's something to do with OBS. But if it's all right, if you guys think it's all right now, then we'll move forward. But if not, if you guys let us know if it's still too bad, and we'll try and restart the stream, see if that'll fix it. Oh no, it just got choppy
It's
again.
like choppy again. God.
Well, no.
Well,
Well, all right. I'll try and restart the stream, see if that fixes everything.
Okay.
One moment, everybody. We'll be right back.
I'll just be watching from the window.
All right.
Willow, everything okay on your end?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Okay, sweet.
All right, we're back. Hopefully, it sounds better now.
Oh God!
Oh no!
If it doesn't, then we might just have to push ahead with a little bit of choppy audio, if you guys can hear
Yeah.
it. 10 times
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Hooray.
10 times
Okay.
better.
It may have
Okay.
just been the
Oh,
trailer.
okay.
OBS may have
Hooray.
disliked that.
Maybe. We'll
All
see.
right.
This is generally how I like things. We start off on a high note, and then we just steadily crash along the way. This is
Yay.
fantastic.
Wait, that was a wrongly timed yay. I'm sorry. I meant yay as in better audio.
Yay, crashing.
Yay! Crashing and burning. Oh boy.
I like this person.
My favorite holiday activity.
Wait, what? Oh. Sorry, it sounded like you were reading it like a question.
No. No.
Speaking of questions, thank you, Tyler. Excellent segue.
It was all planned.
We have some questions that people left before the stream. If you guys would like to leave more questions now that the stream is working again, feel free to do so. Okay, so we have one question from Solrex the Sun King, who I think is in the stream right now, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
What are your plans for Season 2, or for what will you do after Season 1 of The Last Lamia? A lot of us love the show and don't want it to end. So I guess that would be a question for you, Tyler.
Well, Joe and I have talked about it for a while, whether or not we should reveal it here, but I really don't want to wait any longer. So here's the official announcement. We are doing a Season 2. So, hooray!
Woo!
We haven't storyboarded it yet, but we are planning to. We're definitely setting up for a Season 2. So basically how it'll go is we're going to have episode 8, then episode 9, and then episode 10 is going to be in 2 parts. And then after that, we'll go on to Season 2.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, we're not taking our eye off the ball with Season 1 yet, but there are plans in the work for Season 2. There. Hopefully that satisfied some people's curiosity. Would you guys all be on board for a Season 2?
Ooh, way to put everybody on the spot.
Yeah, answer in the live stream. And then text me later to tell me to go stick my Season 2 where the sun doesn't shine.
Oh, God.
I want no part of said season. That's nasty.
That season can't go on YouTube.
All right. What's the next question?
You want to move on?
We had a
Moving right
question.
along.
Wait, what was the
Moving
question? What was
swiftly
the
along.
question?
No, we didn't have a question.
Oh, God damn it!
It literally took nothing for him to get frustrated. Like,
I know.
Oh my
See, this is
God.
why my life is fun.
Let's see. Most of the time, this question is from C. Wiley 0124. Most of the time, people usually make Lamia as the evil monster. What gave you guys the idea to do a romance? I guess this could be a question for all of us of like what makes us view it in that way than people traditionally do.
Who would like to go first?
well, since she's your mind child, I think you should explain it first.
Yeah, as an intro.
So,
Yeah.
yes, the reason why I decided to make it, well, actually, it's for that reason, because so many people, like, I've seen, all the stuff that I've seen of Lamia's has been, directly, like, evil and have them as the monster. And in a way, I kind of saw that as a challenge to play off that, but also show that they're just as human, they can be just as human, that they have other qualities to them. And with a romance, I don't know, I'm prone to writing that in my stories. So, but I also didn't want to have it be like an excuse to put it in. I wanted to have gradual progression. So, yeah, my answer would just be because I wanted to show another side to a mythical species.
Yes, that's interesting. Yeah, that being said, Willow, how do you approach a character that is traditionally, well, I mean, I think it's safe to say Amali has a dark side, as we've just witnessed from that brief snippet. But how do you approach sort of the duality of that when you get into the mindset of the character, without giving too much away, obviously?
Right. Well, I just think that having a character be mean or evil, whatever you want to call it, without purpose or some reason behind it, kind of falls flat. It's like, oh, she's just mean just 'cause. So when I voice her, I try to look for a way of why would she say something the way she says it? Where is the feeling coming from to make her sound the way she does? And that's how I feel about it anyway. Yeah.
I think it's really cool to get to subvert people's expectations in a positive way. This has been the year of subverting expectations with the Avengers and Star Wars and all of the. It seems to be the new thing is to.
I cannot. Don't get me started on Star Wars. I'll have a conniption.
Whoa, back up. We're not going to place. Whoa.
Nope.
Oh no.
Maybe we can talk about that in a bit.
Star Wars was fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, guys, the live stream was fun for 20 minutes. Thanks y'all for coming.
How many times are we gonna pretend end the stream?
That'll be the running gag. What is it? 6 to 8 months was the last gag, so this one will be. Good night, everybody. It's fun while it lasted. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like modern storytelling, because all the old stories have been told over and over in order to tell a new story.
Exactly. And I think it was a good choice that Tyler made about making it a challenge, because you get nowhere doing the same thing over and over. And I like to think of like the old Disney movies being recreated now, which, by the way, I hate. It's like, do you not have any creativity to push something a little bit more, to think outside of what everyone else is thinking?
Yeah, everything's either a sequel or a CG remake. Disney has, they need to figure their stuff out. They need to have another golden age.
Do they though? I mean, when you own Fox now, you have no competition.
Right.
You can do whatever you want at this point. They've won. They've won the game.
They certainly don't have a money problem. That's for sure.
They'll never have a money problem.
I don't think they ever had a money problem. Jeez.
That money printing mouse.
On a positive note.
Yes.
There's no positive.
I was just waiting for someone to be positive. I wasn't going to be positive. I can't do that.
No, me either.
Guys, what I'm getting from this is, hey Disney, if you're listening to this, hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up. We have some ideas.
If you want to take my soul, I'll gladly sell it to you. But
hey,
until then, I'll complain about everything I detest about you.
Hey, I mean, if JonTron can get Phil Swift, I mean, we can certainly get Disney.
We can try and get Disney.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Disney too. Fun fact. All right, on a positive note, Cool Gal Forever asks, are there going to be any new characters appearing in the series?
Ooh.
New characters.
Well,
hard to.
There are going to
spoilers.
be. Oh, what? Wait, what?
I just said we have to avoid spoilers, but
yes. There are going to be. There are going to be a significant amount, I believe, and I'm actually really excited because keep your eyes out for episode 9 and your ears a listening, because you might recognize a few interesting voices, and won't give out their names yet, but they were incredibly awesome to work with, and we really thank them for their time and being in the last Lamia, and who knows, they might be there in the future. You just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll bring them on a live stream and then they'll quit.
I'll see to
guys,
it.
plot twist.
No, Seth,
Plot
no.
twist. It's just me doing 5 voices.
Yeah. So nothing's really changed on that front then. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Well,
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the running gag for me is how many times do I get to kill Val? You know, I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's like one of those whack-a-mole arcade games, but it's Val. It's fun.
Yes, I do remember discussing the death scenes, and it brings Seth Storm very much joy. And when asked, it's just because it's Val.
Exactly. Exactly.
We have a very loving friendship. You can tell.
Friendship. I thought we made it to the sibling stage. I'm a little friendship.
Oh,
When did we
he's
backtrack?
offended.
Oh,
Top 10 anime
yeah,
betrayals.
okay.
I'm
Oh, no, what have I
really.
done?
I know. I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
I'm sorry.
Instant adoption. Aww.
In the end, aren't we all brothers and sisters?
Nope.
No,
No.
that's too weird. No.
No.
I guess
If everyone, no.
No, we're not. It's, then you get married
On
to
a
people, and then it gets
species
weird.
level.
And...
So I guess episode
Okay,
7
no,
with
no, no,
the
no,
most
no.
death would be your favorite then, Seth. Is that correct?
Oh, of course. Oh, absolutely. Just set everything on fire. We're talking deaths. I want confetti of blood. I want blood confetti. Just everything over the top. We're
Seems
talking.
sanitary.
What?
Blood confetti that could get in your eye, and I'm not into getting hepatitis or anything like that. So
Hey. If Freddie Mercury got a movie deal out of it, I think we'll be okay.
and he is no longer here.
Wow.
Well, you know what? His relatives
On
are
a
enjoying
negative note.
royalties.
Oh my god, I feel so betrayed. The Game Grumps are streaming right now. No!
Oh,
Why
don't
would
tell
you
our audience
take our
that.
audience?
That's far more interesting.
Yeah, you're gonna go.
Bye, everybody.
I know!
Yeah, bye, everyone.
Just go.
Oh,
No,
Just-
don't!
just-
Please!
Yeah.
the Game Grumps
you're-
stream all the time.
We're not gonna top anything the Game Grumps do.
We only stream once a year. They stream all the time.
And if I were a viewer, I'm just saying.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
you have everyone saying, "Oh, really? Goodbye."
There we go. As predicted.
It's fantastic. This is fantastic.
Goodbye. Have a great time. Please don't die.
No, it's okay. We can play Skyward Sword. We can top it. We got 5. They only have 2.
Hi, guys. Welcome to our Let's Play. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that fun
Fuck!
nonsense.
I already died.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Press F in the chat for chat.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, shall we continue with the question?
Yes, maybe
and
that'll make
ignore
people
that
stay.
The Game Grumps have betrayed me for life.
Unsubscribe.
Oh.
Oh, by
Now,
the way,
I
everyone
wouldn't go that
subscribe to
far.
PewDiePie. In his
I
more
would-
videos.
No, I refuse. Nope,
You refuse.
Tyler,
I refuse.
your fiance is reminding you to watch your language.
Oh, come on. Why? Fine.
That's right. We'll be demonetized. Right, Tyler? We'll be demonetized.
God, can we not talk about YouTube algorithm?
You guys were
Let's not.
y'all were demonetized the moment I came on the stream. I mean, let's just be real here.
I mean, I agree with him on that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to be demonetized when you were never monetized in the first place. Thank you, YouTube. All
Well-
I'm saying is it's coming up on a year, and we still haven't gotten anything. Nothing.
Well, why don't you just go outside of your house and panhandle like all the rest of the people who want money? I'm just
I
kidding.
believe
I'm
it's
just
called a job.
My job.
Yes.
You're right, it is.
So we've had a lot of questions for Tyler, but how about for the rest of our lovely guests? How's the way you guys have approached voice acting changed since starting, and what have you learned? Let's start with Val.
Oh,
You
oh
can
wow.
think about it for a second if you'd like, or you
Yeah.
just talk. You just use it as a jumping off point.
Yeah, Val, give us something. Give us something to work with. Give me something to work with. Yes, Val.
The question was, what have we learned?
Yeah,
sorry,
just
you
like
put me on the
since
spot.
starting
Okay.
voice acting, has anything changed in the way that you approach it? And have you learned anything?
Yeah, I think like definitely if you listen from like the first couple of episodes I was in to now, there has been a good bit of a difference. I like to think. Voice acting was an interesting one for me because I am trained in theater acting, so like I had acting experience, but like just transitioning into this is really interesting because like with theater you have so much more stuff that helps you convey this emotion, and here we have the artwork, but a lot of it is your voice, and it's just a fascinating experience to have, you know. Just trying to put in as much as you can into your voice and just really sell this character to people. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the series definitely started out as more of like a podcast, more of like an audio thing, because we didn't have the resources for the visuals that we have now. But yeah, I think without like such strong vocal performances, we would not have gained the following that we have. I mean, if it was all about the visuals, people wouldn't have tuned in because episode 1 hardly had any visuals. If you go back to that episode after watching episode 7, it's quite a difference. How about you, Seth? I don't think we've heard enough from you. So,
Oh well, I feel like you've heard quite enough from me, but no. For me, it's very tricky. I'm not an actor of any kind of experience really. This is just something that I kind of agreed to help Tyler with, and I thought it was going to be kind of a one-off time. The first time I did it, I thought it was going to be like a one-off episode. I send in some lines, it's over. And then, I get roped into doing more, and I was totally cool with that.
It happened to you too, Seth? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how we get them.
We're all being
Just one. Just send in your lines. Just one episode. That's all. We swear. There's not a season 2.
But for me, like, I think the challenging part for me is, one, whenever I send my lines in, I actually mix some of the audio myself before I send it in to be edited. Yeah. I actually try to drop some of the semitones of my voice down and to do my own vocal effect before I send it in and get it enhanced. And so I have to try to mimic the same voice, I guess, the same deep tone of the voice that I did the very first episode, and I'm trying to constantly do that in each episode so that it comes out sounding the exact same way every time that I edit it. But in doing so, I go so long in between recordings that it becomes a little more challenging whenever you haven't recorded lines for 2 months to try to remember exactly what voice that you did the very first time. Or the time before, and I think that's probably the hard part. But I'm learning as I go. Definitely learned a lot more about like editing, and just that whole process. Of course, a lot of that software is helping. So
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I guess you're my assistant editor then, because if people didn't know, Seth does the advocate effect himself and then sends it in. So I do most of the effects, but not that one. And that one's pretty unique and definitely fits the character. So I appreciate that. It saves me a lot of work.
I try.
I try. Appreciate that. And Willow, you've been recording for Amali just as long as Tyler has, since episode 1. Mm-hmm. But you've been voice acting for far longer than that. So have you learned anything throughout your time on the series, or have you pretty much mastered it by episode 1?
I don't think anything can be mastered or anything like that, because I'm constantly learning new things about any character that I voice for. So I guess the things that I'm constantly learning is to be comfortable with the character and to really understand where they're coming from. That way, like I believe Storm said that, sometimes you'll forget in between how long a recording session is, that you have to find your way back to the voice, right?
Right.
And it's just like sometimes I'll just be practicing out loud, just nonsense. It won't even have to make sense. I'll just be like at the grocery store and I'll just try a voice out or try a Molly's voice out when I'm checking out at the cash register just to see if I can keep her in my muscle memory. Would that qualify as muscle memory?
Yeah.
Throat
Yeah.
muscles.
Yeah.
So I guess that's just what I've learned, is that understand the character the best I can, so it's almost a second nature and I can snap back into whomever's voice when needed.
Yeah, that's helpful. That's helpful because I've been doing none of that. I've just been kind of trying to remember things, and I have a terrible memory.
Yeah,
it's fun too. It's a different exercise that any vocal performer can do. It's just like, oh yeah, randomly I'm just gonna belt out this random line.
do people often think that you're they kind of move aside on the street when you're practicing?
I don't think anyone will ever move aside for me because I'm only 4'11". I normally just get pushed aside. It's like, move, child. No, but no.
Oh, sweetheart, I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
It's like, I'm an adult now. Okay, respect me.
I'm short, but I'm an adult. I swear.
How about you, Tom? You've been voice acting for, since episode 1, and starting to branch out there a little bit with your talents in undisclosed ways.
Yes, I have.
Did you learn anything in your time and working with your fine cast?
Oh, heck yes, I have. God damn it. Sorry. I thought about saying hell, and I already hate saying heck. Anyway, yes, I have. But since I wouldn't even call what I was doing in episode 1 voice acting, because I know I've said this before. I'm really not a fan of my performance in that episode, but I do feel with each episode I am getting better and I am learning different tricks. One trick being is I'm no longer using my phone to record. Earlier this year, I finally got a Blue Yeti microphone, so I got like a really good setup here, and I kind of set up my office so that I can, make sure that my voice sounds as good as it can. And the most that I've learned is from voicing Dr. Erzwick. Yes, actually, for anyone who was asking, because I saw some of those comments before, I did voice Dr. Erzwick.
Yeah, we had a question from Lightning Nerd who said, who voices Dr. Erzwick? He's having the time of his life with that role.
Yeah.
You really were.
Yes, I was.
I mean, you were.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it with Seth, and his exact words were, "So, feel good ripping off Mark Hamill now?"
Oh, no.
And it's really weird because one of the lines that I say, it's like it came from Arkham Asylum, and I'm like, there's no way. And so we spent like the last 10 minutes after that, trying to find that line, and I think we did.
We did. We found the line. We're like, oh my god, it really was.
But yes, it's weird because for the laugh, I was channeling Joker, but there's another character from an anime I used to watch, Bleach, Mayumi Tsuchi, that I was basing his voice off of. And that actually leads into the technique that I used. So before each recording session for Erzwick, I would actually watch an episode that had a lot of Kurotsuchi's lines and kind of pick up on how he delivers it in that kind of unique voice. And so I was learning inflection. I was learning how to normalize the voice as if it was a voice that I use every day. Mm-hmm. However, for some of the overly crazy bits, I was actually giving the line while sweating. Like, it was physically taking energy from me to do that. And it was interesting. It was an interesting experience, a terrifying experience, because I'm sweating from talking into a microphone. And that felt very surreal in a way. But I also learned from that pushing my vocal range that high is, I wouldn't say detrimental, but takes a lot out of you. It definitely, if you attempt to do that voice and you haven't mastered it, make sure you have a lot of water next to you, a lot to drink.
Yeah, I remember the recordings.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Sponsored by Dos Equis.
I wish.
I don't always drink beer.
Is that Russian?
No, not even gonna.
What was that?
I don't always drink vodka.
Yeah, I was about to say, what Russian drinks just beer? Weak!
Yeah, I know, right?
Weak.
Anyway, Joe, you were saying about the recordings?
I was just going to say, I remember from episode 7, the recordings came in chunks over periods of time. Because, yeah, Thurswick was a unique challenge. And episode 7 was a unique challenge. I think we were kind of apprehensive about doing it because, in all the previous episodes, it had been Jason and Amali. And we had done flashbacks, of course. I think by now our series has earned its anime flashback trophy.
Badge.
Yeah, badge.
There you
go. But we had never done an episode that didn't feature them. Obviously, it had Jason, but a younger Jason. So yeah, if we could talk about episode 7, which is Seth's favorite episode because of all the death.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot of positive feedback for episode 7, and it's definitely the most we put into the visuals of any of the episodes thus far, pending future episodes, of course. But yeah, how was it facing that challenge, Tyler?
In what way?
Keeping people interested, I guess. How do you transition people that are used to characters to like a brand new setting and make them, like, people loved the episodes. How do you make them love all these new characters that are just being introduced? In your opinion.
So I definitely, it was a tonal shift as well as a setting shift, because we are learning so much about Jason's backstory in such a short time. One of the main things that I wanted to focus on was making the dialogue not too exposition-y, but entertaining enough to get the new characters' personalities across, as well as just overly making it entertaining. Because, of course, my biggest fear was, so many people going, where's Amali? I want to see what happened after the big kiss. Because it is, a surprising switch. And I think that fear helped to, kind of propel my direction forward, kind of helped me stay focused on what I really wanted to show here. It is really tragic, though, because you're learning about these characters and then like 10-20 minutes later they're dying. And in retrospect, I was like, I never imagined people would like them the characters themselves that much. But so again, to anyone who felt very sad from their deaths, I'm so sorry.
You tore everyone's heart out, Tyler. You're a regular George R.R. Martin.
Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of thinking about, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. Wait, what am I talking about? Game of Thrones does this all the time. Let's go all in.
But it's happy from here on
everyone.
Out. Tyler, it's all happy from here on out, right? Nothing bad happens, right?
Where was that comment? Where was that comment?
And puppies, yes, lots of that.
No, if that happens, I'm out. I'm just saying.
If what happens?
Happiness and puppies. No,
Oh.
they need to be full pedal to the metal with violence.
And
Oh.
Tyler makes it sound so simple now, but y'all, he worries about what you think so much. And it's a good thing, but I'm just like, they're going to like it. You'll be fine. But this eats him up if he can't figure it out. Like,
Yes, it does.
it's a good drive
Yeah.
to do that, but he worries so badly that you guys will disapprove. So it does mean a lot to all of us that you do like these characters.
He reads every single comment. He's like, "Did you see this one? It just posted
Aw.
today." I was like, "Oh yeah, I let me check those."
Like I said, this one's nice. I saw this a little while ago, and I was saving it for a rainy occasion when we actually did bring this episode up. And
no.
yes, like I said before, this is from Tegan Miller. Like I said before, I am so glad that you guys are active and making more of the show. And this is my favorite tidbit. I cried at the last episode. You Satanists.
I saw that. I saw it.
Hey.
How did he find out?
Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you for noticing my pledge. Aw.
Oh, sweet. Also, I see. I just wanted to point this one out. I just came to support Tyler, and now I have 7 episodes of homework. Oh, not sure who exactly that is. Help! I'm addicted 15, but I'm pretty sure that's one of my friends from uni. So, don't overload. Finals are. This week.
It says it's Alan.
Wait, what?
It's Alan. You said you weren't sure who it is.
No, that's help! I'm addicted 15.
Oh, my bad.
Rosie?
Oh, Rosie.
Oh, Rose. Okay, sweet. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rosie. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
All
Hello?
right. Thank you for supporting the series and supporting Tyler. He appreciates that, and as do we. I have another question. This one is from Shadowfang. After doing a Lamia, what other mythological creatures would you guys be willing to experiment with for another series? Is that
Ooh.
something on anyone's mind?
I mean, I'm a sucker for any Greek mythological creature. I don't know why.
Oh,
That
yeah.
just-
Same.
like that.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
just, you know,
The classics.
Those are nice. They're classics. Oh yeah.
But I will gladly take anything Egyptian. That stuff will do
Ooh,
my
yes.
head in for
Ooh.
months.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Those Egyptians were pretty metal. I mean, they still are, obviously.
Word.
Back in the
I
day.
They're no
thought you
longer
were
a
gonna say
people.
lit. I really thought you were gonna say lit.
They were really lit.
Ew.
Fan.
No, why did you do it?
Dab on the
Oh my-
haters.
The haters dab back.
Oh,
Yes,
Eat.
everyone dab. Do it. Just
No.
Ew.
No.
do it. Dab at that bell.
That was the final
yeah,
stake.
dab
in the
that
heart.
bell icon, everyone. Smash that
Yeah.
like button.
Dab that bell.
Ew.
To be fair,
Oh, buns. We're
To be
getting
fair-
They're doing it.
Unsubscribe.
No,
Unsubscribe.
don't dab on that unsubscribe button. Dab
I'm
away
a
from
dab right out of the hangout. No.
No, don't unsubscribe. Just dab. Yeah, just no. It's the thing next to the unsubscribe button. It's the big bell.
Oops,
Do it.
my
Wow.
hand slipped.
Val, if you could do your Irish duty and pass me some Guinness, please.
oh my god.
Oh, come on, Val. You just said you have some alcohol near you.
I do. Cider. It's not Guinness.
What have you started in the chat? No.
Yes.
No, do not do the
Good.
whiff. Don't, no dip.
Good
Only
chat.
dab.
Hey guys, don't forget to dab that like button and count
I'm crying.
I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure Rose has already left.
And I am pretty sure this is the part of the stream where we crash and burn. Ah.
The
Well, guys, it
prophecy
was
has
a
been
fun
fulfilled.
fun.
What are you talking
little
about? The
while,
bunch
you
is now
know,
starting.
and- Hey, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
No.
The fun is now starting. Let's watch it.
Of all the awful memes that you could have picked, it had to be that.
That's
Oh,
dated
could've
even
been-
when we're recording this.
Well, we could always do Omae wo Shinderu.
On my water.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Ugh.
What have you done?
But do
Tyler?
you know the way?
Yeah. Do you know the way?
No.
This is now a dead meme
Yeesh.
live stream. Where
I'm a
Are
dead
we
meme.
gonna be the ones to officially
Welcome to
resurrect?
the meme graveyard.
No.
Oh my god. Oh no, Rose is still there. Good. I was
He's
afraid
enjoying
the memes would
this.
send her away.
Oh, I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah,
This is
you.
fantastic. Yeah,
This is
yeah.
fun.
Are you kidding me? I'd love a good just crash and burn. This is fantastic.
Well,
Oh my god.
I'm definitely #deceased.
Lol.
Oh, great. All the more wump for me. Fantastic.
well, the chat requests that we please stop for the love of God. So
Okay, yeah,
Perhaps
yeah,
we can
I agree.
back
to,
into
to
questions.
get off of that point.
Oh,
I also-
wait. Someone said yeet. Fantastic.
No, yeet. No yeet.
Yeet.
Yes,
Yay.
Oh,
I will participate in said yeeting.
wait,
Meant
now you're
That
forcing-
eating.
What is going on in this?
You started it. It's all your fault.
No, I will say,
I
Joe
feel like
is
he
the
hears
first
it a
one who
lot.
mentioned the fucking dab.
I did not mention dabbing.
No,
have
not
heard
you,
The
Joe.
tragedy
Joe mentioned it.
of
That's
Josh
right,
Joe,
running
the
Tyler.
editor.
The
extraordinaire.
That's right, Tyler. Shift the blame.
Oh my.
Wasn't that what
So
everyone
everyone,
does?
dab that like button, yeet that comment, and show the way to the subscribe button.
There we go.
Wait to bring it home. Okay, not to get off too much of it. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm getting us as far away from this topic as we can. My wife is here, or I'm sorry, my soon-to-be wife is here in the chat, and I thank her very much for staying up late to hang out with us, and I appreciate her very much, love her very much, and I feel bad for not mentioning this at the beginning of the stream, so I'm sorry.
Well, we appreciate it too, and we appreciate everybody that's staying up late because I know this spans multiple time zones. Even among us, this spans multiple time zones. I have the luck of the draw in the
How you
Pacific.
doing?
Whoa.
How you doing?
How you doing?
What is happening? Yes, Aaron, please save us from the... Wait, what? No,
What?
wait.
What? Huh?
Does this mean Aaron Ego Raptor is coming into this call?
The game Game
No.
Grump's gonna join our live stream.
Oh god.
I think it's far more likely that they're going to join the
Dab
Game
that
Grumps.
like button, and maybe the Game Grumps will join the live
my
stream.
god.
I now identify as a yeetling. Yes.
You're a yeetling? Sweet.
I have found something that flex tape can't seal.
Wow.
Ugh.
Hey.
What a perfect end to the
Oh my
meme
God.
section of the live
Oh
stream.
my gosh. I was dying.
This has been the meme section.
Oh.
This has been.
So we're officially yeetlings then,
There we go.
or is it just Willow?
Yeetlings.
That's what we can call our fans, Yeetlings.
Oh no, please.
And watch the subscriptions just take a
Drop.
nosedive.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll check our analytics. Yeah.
It's going to be our negative 2,000 subscriber celebration.
Oh my god. See, this
Ugh.
this is how the prophecy unfolds. With thunder.
Someone just said, I think the live stream got off topic. Really? You think?
Well, before we tanked our channel, we had actually very good audience reception, and our lowest rated video is a 96%, which is a solid A. So not bad, not bad.
Yay.
So I know Seth said that his favorite episode was 7 because of the death, but does anyone else have a favorite episode that we could maybe talk about? I'm sure people would love to hear us talk about the series that they subscribed for.
I'm always switching, which is my favorite, because the progression that the art and the voice acting and production and everything is made has just gotten so much better each episode. And Tyler will tell you, he'll show me or share things with me, and I'll just be like, yes, I'm so proud. Like Mama Bird, and it's just like, yes, this one is my favorite now.
Special
So I
thanks,
can't pick.
shameless plug to our patrons for making that possible, by the way.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Heart. But yeah, we do our best to improve every time in every single section. As Tyler said himself, from episode 1 to now, the acting, the cast of characters has expanded, the story's gotten far more complex, and then of course the visuals have improved. How close do you think we are to becoming a full anime? At what episode will we achieve that? What's the singularity point?
What percent of anime are we?
I feel like 35% is a good number.
Oh
35%
my
anime?
God.
Yeah.
5%.
It
Yeah,
has its own charm.
Did we not appropriate enough Japanese culture to be an anime?
Not yet. Well, we're getting there.
Like,
Stick around,
it just
everybody.
has its own feel to it. Like, I don't know if y'all are old enough to remember how like storybook TV shows used to be, where like not everything was animated and a lot of it was just kind of panning across the screen.
Was that on PBS?
I don't remember. Like, I just remember some of them were like Bible stories or things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like emotion,
Like
I
those.
guess the modern equivalent would be like a motion comic.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what this style reminds me of. And I think it's charming. It's not trying to be something else. It just has the anime facial features. You know?
Yeah. I think, I mean, obviously we don't want to be lazy and so I try to add something of moving or something in every shot, but
Right.
obviously it's very difficult to get it to the point where it would be a full animated thing. So we have sort of settled on this hybrid style, and it's good to know that it resonates.
I think
with
it
people.
really works with what we are. I kind of when I was talking with Tyler before episode 1, even when we were discussing what it was going to look like, what it was going to be like, and talking to him even more recently about it, and just basically. It almost reminds me of radio theater meeting or a podcast meeting, kind of married to like a comic book, and just kind of how we're bringing that to life. I really think it's something that is pretty unique. I think, and I think it really works with obviously with our resources, but also I don't know. I think even if we had the resources to do something fully animated, I would be very cautious about shifting from this because I really like the unique factor that it kind of gives us. And
Yeah, I do too.
and also just this seems like a great place to plug in the awesome artists that we get to work with.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, and especially Lamia Verbena, who worked on episode 7 and will be working on episode 8, as you guys saw some of the art that was featured in that one, as well as Sabretooth, who is a new artist that is joining us for episode 8, and you will see more of their work upcoming. But yeah, we appreciate every artist that works on every episode because they definitely match, if not surpass, the passion we put into it. So very much appreciated.
Let's see. This is an interesting question. What was the inspiration for the plant monster? I forget what episode it was, but it almost killed Jason.
Episode 4, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, the Carcavarus.
The Carcavarus.
So, the inspiration for the Carcavarus. I guess I just had an image of a Venus flytrap, and I just kind of imagined, on this island, there's more to just Lamia's being there, like there's not quite magic, but there's an energy that works as its own ecosystem essentially, and the Carcavarus plants are byproduct of that. So, they're quadrupled in size, and instead of capturing little flies, they eat any meat that comes their way. So that's kind of what I was kind of thought of when I was writing it up. I wanted to come up with a creature that was integral to the island itself. So I had toyed with the idea of like a tiger or something, but I wanted something that was just as grandiose as a Lamia.
And on that note, do you have any other surprises possibly in the works? Island creatures or
magical plants?
Magical plants, you know, any
I don't want to give too much away. There will be a little thing in episode 8. I wouldn't say as as horror or horrific as the Carcavarus was, but it's important nonetheless. It's very important.
Write that down, people. He said it's important. Keep that in mind.
I got my notes here.
It's a game changer.
There's enough puzzle pieces there. If you put them together, you can figure out the whole plot of episode 8.
Wow.
You keep that in mind because it is the end game for the rest of the season.
My God, no!
All comes down to this vegetative creature. Nice.
That's the new main character. We do.
Believe me, he came for the plants.
It's not grandiose or anything, but it is the Benedict Cumberbatch of our show.
Oh my gosh!
Benedict Cumberbatch is important.
It just cuts to the Carcavarus watching the stream, rubbing its leaves together, going, good.
Oh.
They know too much, but good.
It's like Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes, okay, yes. So when I was looking up
BBC
concept
more.
art to essentially create the Carcavarus, I did use an image from Little Shop of Horrors, because let's be honest, that was the only 10-foot, which eventually grew to be larger plant creature that had an aesthetic design that was as close to my mental image of the plant. So,
I don't know. You can always go back to the old Batman and Robin movie.
let's not.
Oh, ew.
It just opens up and Ivy is in there. We'll just close it. We're just gonna close it.
Just close that. Put that box away for another day.
Oh, a very long day. Jesus.
I have a question.
Sweep that stuff under the rug. We don't need that.
Get that out of there.
Wait, what question? Yeah.
I had a question from Jitsu7147. I think it's for you, Tyler. What is the last
Why
Lamia?
are they all to me?
You are the creator, Tyler, the creator.
Yeah. Don't complain.
That's fair.
Jeez.
But there are 4 other people.
Oh,
here.
you mean I made a series that people like? Don't question me. Rude.
There are 4 other people here as well.
Director, writer,
Hey,
and
as
one of the main voice actors.
As one of the
Yeah,
other 4 people
yeah.
here,
This
you
whole
know.
thing is your mind fetus. What are you talking
What?
about?
Mind fetus?
Mind fetus?
Brainchild, whatever you want to call it.
Mind fetus.
You know,
much better, much better. Can we call
yeah,
our
I'm
fans
sticking with
that?
mine.
Mind fetuses?
No.
Mental
no,
offspring.
Why are you
Would it be
like
would it be would it be
Eat that.
fetuses or would it be fetuses? Would it be feet eye?
Mind feet eye.
Feet eye.
this? Fetus.
So believe it or not,
It's
the
like
question is
a
not
fetus
about
brain.
fetuses. It's actually...
Oh wow.
Wait, the question is about fetuses?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, Tyler.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
Specifically, do you have any mind fetuses?
Are you with mind
Do I
fetus?
have
Oh,
any
God.
mind children? I'm pretty sure those are called tumors.
Oh.
Oh,
I
no.
do not want to. I really
It's
do
not a
not want to
tumor.
go down this.
So the question is, so what is the last Lamia based on,
What is the last Lamia based on?
if anything,
Okay.
or inspired by? I guess would be another way to take it.
Oh. I don't really know, because I tried to make it as unique as I could, but I did take inspiration from oh god, no, believe it or not, I don't have an answer for this because I can't think of anything that I base this off of.
Interesting. I mean,
Yeah, I can second that because I'll watch an episode. A lot of times, I actually will not watch the episode until I am with Tyler because we do a weekly Skype call with just me and him, and so I will purposefully not watch the episode so that I can give him my first impression. And a lot of times I'll be like, "Hey, that's kind of like something I've seen somewhere else," and he'll be like totally like just honest, like, I never even thought that, but reminded me. But yeah, now that you mention it, that is kind of like that. He's so yeah, I can totally vouch for that. He is totally unique, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah, he is totally unique. That's for sure too. But his ideas
I
are
mean,
also original.
his
Thanks,
brain children
buddy.
are very unique.
It's
also.
just so
I don't think we ever
different.
questioned that Tyler wasn't unique.
Yeah. Yeah. Good lord, he's definitely unique.
Thanks. Anyway, Willow, you were
We
saying.
love you, buddy.
Yeah, I think where a lot of the, oh, maybe this idea came from this is just because of what Amali is. You know, it's like, oh, she's a monster girl, she's a snake girl, you know, this kind of thing. So people start looking in that genre for similarities.
Mhm.
But storyline, if she was to be replaced with another human being, you know, just to make everything a little bit easier to understand, the story is something I haven't really seen or heard anywhere. I mean, you can't avoid similarities altogether.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
of course.
You know, like I'm loving all these advocate similarity
Yeah.
that people keep posting. It's hilarious. Genji, I've seen that.
Yep.
I see you people. I see you. I'm laughing so hard.
A lot of similarities are, I guess, just appearance alone is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
Of the
absolutely.
thing.
As for, I guess to give an answer, there are, inspirations for each of the characters. For the Advocate, more specifically, I kind of based his look off of Deathstroke and the kind of cold, calculated demeanor, I guess, because he's essentially a beautiful assassin, like the perfect. I don't know why I use beautiful. Perfect.
Thanks,
assassin.
buddy.
Beautiful
Thanks,
man.
buddy.
He's
I really
gorgeous.
appreciate it.
So shiny.
But just
Hot
I
damn.
wanted his actions to define him more than the words. And so I know Deathstroke talks a lot given the comic, but I don't know. It's kind of a mixture of Deathstroke and Darth Vader, I guess, with Darth Vader's demeanor and the agility and armor and tactics of Deathstroke. For the light, I just wanted to go with an embodiment of an energy that lives inside of Jason. I know there's a little bit of ambiguity with what she is exactly, but don't worry, by the end of season 1 you'll find out exactly what she is. But I don't know, for her look, I just wanted to go for something that was innocent, something that would kind of be comedic, kind of comedy centric. I am blanking on words tonight. I apologize.
Well, speaking of
Don't worry, Dallin. You're doing fine.
yeah, you're doing great. But speaking of the light,
you're doing great, mate.
Val, how is it to play such an enigmatic character? You talked a bit earlier about like how your approach to recording has changed from theater acting, but how is it to play such a unique and enigmatic character?
It's so nice to play a character that's just kind of upbeat all the time, you know. It's fun. She like her voice is a few octaves higher than mine naturally is, so I'm just going like, "Hi, I'm Light," like, but that was awful. But
It wasn't.
I have a great. Tyler's writing always seems to crack me up, and like is light can be sometimes the comedic relief sometimes, and I really enjoy that. So
occasional
you know,
fourth wall break.
yeah, that too. You know, everything I love, but yeah, no, she's just a really fun character to play. But the thing I love her because she does have her serious moments too, because she's not all sunshine and rainbows. You know, she has her moments where you kind of go, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's serious time. Time for a talking to.
Time to blast from the past. Hey.
Time to
Need a
take you
stern
through the
message, young
Imperial
man.
plane. Sorry, go ahead.
Time to mess with your head. Yay!
Time
Time
to
to
Egypt.
cause irreparable damage that even Flex Seal won't fix.
Hooray!
Oh my god.
Tyler, Jason, we're gonna go back in time. You may lose 1 million brain cells, but it'll be worth it.
Anyway, that's the
Worth it for me.
You're not supposed to spoil
Anyway,
the twist ending.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Willow. You were gonna say.
Hmm?
I thought you were gonna say something, and I cut off with my terrible joke. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just, you know how I am. I was just saying something useless and stupid.
No.
Oh,
No, it wasn't.
No.
Nothing here
Tyler's
is
joke.
useless
That's-
or stupid.
No, it was both useless and stupid. It had no merit, I promise you.
And I promise you that I'm sure that it was very merited and it was useful, not useless.
Nah. No, really.
Otherwise,
was
you'd be
just-
stealing Tyler's job. So you're good.
Oh,
What's my job?
well.
To say useless and stupid comments.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, time for some useful and intelligent comments.
Everyone get out.
Hey.
Get out of here.
Hoopsio Studios asks, how did you come up with the ideas, or how do you come up with ideas for the series?
Oh,
You can start us off, Tyler, if you'd like.
yeah.
I'll jump in too, because I try to contribute my fair share.
Yes. So I'd actually very much like to hear about the editing process, the editing ideas that you come up with.
Oh,
But if you
first?
want me to go first,
Yes, please
No.
go first, and I will follow up with that.
Okay, so essentially with the ideas, I just storyboarded it out at the beginning with Joe, 2 years ago. And with each episode, we kind of say what the main focal point is, and then just build it up from there. So let's see if I can use an example. So with episode 6, I knew the main focal point would be, revealing that there is tension between Jason and Amali, and by the end, I would want them to, have kissed and kind of reveal their feelings toward one another. And from doing that, laying that base, that groundwork, you can start constructing scenes, making sure that it flows well together, make sure that the conversations that are happening and each scene reveals enough for it to feel real, for it to feel less like you're watching like reading a story, or well, no, you can get immersed in a story. Essentially, creating it in a way that you can get immersed is a basic way to do it. So that's what I come up with when I come up with ideas for what'll happen in each episode.
How is that achieved, the immersion? Is that achieved through depth, or like detail, or realistic dialogue?
Hold on.
No problem.
Hold on, I gotta go.
But yeah,
Goodbye, everyone. This stream was fun.
Tyler doesn't hog
Tyler has bailed.
Yeah, he's gone. We lost the creator, everyone, so sorry about that.
Bye, Alicia.
I assume creator role. Everything is mine now.
You sound super confident in yourself.
the new direction for the series.
Shh, I'm trying, I swear.
It's my first day. Okay, gee.
Sorry. I'm back.
Well, you've been replaced, so.
Yeah, I'm Peter now.
Sorry,
Take
Tyler.
that.
Oh no.
Look at me. I am the creator now.
Sister, how could you have betrayed me, sister?
It's
Nani?
pretty easy. We're siblings.
Anyway, could you repeat the question?
Yes, someone got it.
Could the question be repeated?
Sure.
No repeats.
Sure. Well, you had talked about you talked a bit about depth, or you had talked about immersion, and I was asking like how do you achieve that immersion? Is it through depth? Is it through like detail? Is it through the dialogue, characterization? Because I think it's safe to say that everyone is thoroughly immersed. So how do you think that you achieve
Thoroughly
that?
drowned.
Well, for
In the
me,
lore.
the most important thing for creating immersiveness with at least with my stories is I tend to focus a lot on the characters and developing the characters, because essentially without the characters you just have backgrounds, beach, I don't know. It's I feel a connection with the characters, and I want to get that same feeling across to whoever's watching. So I feel like focusing on the characters as well as the world itself adds a real dimension to the immersiveness of the series as a whole.
Yeah, and the characters are all extremely cohesive, if I say so myself. It's pretty crazy. We all record from so far away from one another, but when it all comes together,
I know.
it flows so naturally.
So far. Why?
We're all on different parts of the globe, and the ones of us who live in the States are like on all four corners, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well,
Or
kind
close
of.
to it.
Yeah, without giving too much away, I think you and I are pretty close, Willow.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, everybody else
So
No, I had to think
closer
for a
than you
second.
think right now.
closer than you think.
He's outside the window.
Window.
Check the window.
I just saw in my head the SpongeBob meme where he's inside the mailbox. Hi, mailman.
Oh wait! There is a question for Seth, real quick. Are there any penguins keeping you company outside the window?
No, but there are some coyotes. I think some bears. Yeah. You know.
Be good this Christmas, kids, or you'll get a visit from the advocate. Oh boy.
And his coyotes and bear army.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's Krampus.
Oh. So anyway, Joe, why don't you talk? Why don't you talk about your incredible editing journey through?
Yes, give us an editing. Give us an
Yeah,
editing class.
Give us
You guys
it.
want to? All right, so let me pull up the
Yes, teach
the
us,
capture window
Daddy.
and the text
Oh, get out.
thing.
You're nasty.
I'm happy.
I can't stop laughing now.
That was disgusting.
Anyway,
Yeah, well,
let's-
now you know what I have
let's
to do.
begin.
Now you know I have to put up with
let's
Ugh.
every
begin with-
freaking week.
I pity you.
Thank you. I deserve it.
Anyway, let's proceed with the lecture.
Well,
Why do you think Bao is a recovering alcoholic?
Oh no.
Just because I'm Irish doesn't mean. I mean, yeah, no, I do think of it.
I was about to say, you started that off and it wasn't strong for your argument. Because I'm Irish.
Oh, by the way, I see Rory there. Hi, Rory. All right, go on. Sorry.
Hi, Rory.
Hi, Rory.
But yeah, editing's very natural. I've been doing it for a very long time. It's definitely my favorite part. Animating's the part that I'm new to. That's the part that's I'm learning something new every single time I do it. But in terms of editing and editing the audio, that's always been my favorite part because it flows the most naturally, I guess. For me, it's sort of like sculpting something out of raw material. If I have to be a hoity-toity artist for a moment, because everybody just sends me their stuff, and then I sort of listen to it for the. Well, Tyler lets me know what takes he likes best usually if he has time, but sometimes I get to pick, and so it's pretty cool. Kind of having all of that separate components, and it's always a surprise for everybody. I get to sit with it for so long that by the time it goes up, it feels very familiar, but it's great to hear everybody else on the team's reactions when it goes up, because they don't get to see much of it other than Tyler gets to see it as it goes, but everybody else gets to see it the same day you guys do usually.
Ooh, I'm a ghost, dude.
Wow. But you're very good at it. Like,
appreciate
when
that.
I first see an episode for the first time, yeah, you're welcome. I'll just be like, this goes so well. And the music and all the scores and stuff, I'm just so impressed with. Like how Tyler said, everything comes from such a far distance to bring it all together in such a nice, smooth way. You do very, very well.
Yeah, like I'm legit jealous of.
Dude,
of
like
the-
all the score were amazing. Like,
Right?
kudos to you, mate.
Thank you. Yeah,
Wait.
music's something that I picked up recently. And I used to play the violin back in high school, but
Yes!
I didn't. Yeah, violin squad. But I was just sort of. I haven't taken any music theory classes or anything. I just was like, hey, I wonder what would happen if I hit a couple piano keys in a row in this program that I downloaded. And yeah, I really enjoy it. It's very cathartic. I recommend it to anyone that's looking for something cathartic and you think you have an interest in music. It's a great way to. It's sort of like you get to quantify your emotions, I guess, into like something that people can hear, which is pretty cool. Because music's been around a lot longer than film has, so it's as a medium
Oh, yeah.
This
way
is
more
true.
in
Yes.
depth. But yeah,
Oh, my gosh.
where are the
Sorry,
merchandise?
no.
Where's
Yeah,
that
that's
merch?
what I read, too.
Yeah, where's the advocate bottom pillows? Oh,
You know
oh,
what?
I
Down
also
for
see-
that.
Oh, I also see Tyler there as well. The other Tyler.
Tyler, you're Tyler. Another Tyler.
Yes, yes. Apparently, I am Tyler too at my university. So
Tyler too.
Second best.
yeah, I'm
Tyler
always
multiplied.
second
You know what they say. If you ain't
What?
first.
You ain't first, you're last.
This is taking too long. I'm impatient.
best. Wow. Oh, but no, I also have to say with the music, it's been phenomenal from the get-go. Even from episode 1, I was always impressed with the level of music that you've created, Joe. And I personally feel like if we got anyone else to do the music for the future, I feel like it wouldn't feel the same. It just wouldn't feel the same. I feel like your music is the last Lamia. It's part of what makes this equation work. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't want you to go.
Oh,
Oh.
this is the everyone praise the editor stream. Thank you all for joining. Please leave
He is
your,
a
your praise
god
in the
among
comments.
men.
Wow.
We're really pandering hard for that Oscar.
My ego is actually the one thing that's keeping the Wi-Fi going here. So
So can I have my Oscar now?
that bromance, Jeff Hughes says, that bromance.
Praise the editor, or you'll be cut out the next episode, guys.
That's right.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. After all those lines in the last one, I could probably use a break.
Yeah. So if the advocate doesn't appear in the next episode, you know what happened.
Yeah, well.
He
Yeah.
made.
Oh,
Cross the editor.
if you thought there were a lot of lines in episode 7, just wait until the finale.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey
What?
man,
It's the
you didn't have an
finale!
episode 5. Let me tell you that.
Literally titled "The Light."
Not to boast or anything.
I'm just shaking my head. I don't know what to think.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't have anything.
Stop
else for it.
consoling
It's
me.
okay.
I'm not sad.
No, I'm going.
It's
to
She's
okay.
not
It's
sad.
okay.
She's
Take
just
your
regretting her
positive
life
way.
choices.
It is
She's
who
not
I
sad,
am.
she's
I
just
am the
disappointed.
consoler.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. She's not sad.
I
She's just
am the
regretting her life
consoler.
choices.
But I am the consoler. I am the boy who consoles.
Well, you're not needed here,
You
so
are
Oh!
not. Be gone.
Well then, I guess I'll just walk out the door.
bye,
Okay.
Felicia.
Shall not console here.
I mean, you know, Joe has the fires going on. You may want to go console him. Go console someone who actually needs it.
Fine then, I will bring all the water I can. It will be
Okay.
gone by the time I reach California.
Take some marshmallows.
Oh, bro. That took me too long to understand. No. And he said it's so flat and like dry No.
Speaking of villainous delivery, Seth and Tyler, how is it playing the villains so far of the series? We obviously heard from Tyler how enjoyable it is, and we heard a little bit from Seth about recording as the villain. But how is it to get into the mindset of the villain, or maybe it's not too far off from your normal mindset?
You know, it really isn't. To be totally honest with you, just messing things up, you know, and you know, causing general panic and distress. You know, it's not that far off. You know, I enjoy it. I don't know. It's like getting to play at GTA 5 voice acting wise, and it's just fantastic.
It is.
But no, it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, it's definitely like, I don't know. Tower offered to let me know how things were gonna pan out, but I want it to be fresh for me too. So I don't know a lot about what's going to happen with Advocate and things beforehand. So it's all new to me as well. So knowing that, it just makes it a lot more fun to kind of enjoy the ride.
Yeah,
and
he,
you know,
he likes to
let it
keep
play out.
things under wrap. That Tyler. Sometimes I don't even know what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Ew.
Whoa.
That
There's
laugh.
giggling in the corner.
Put it down.
You guys thought him voicing Urswick was him playing a character.
Can
Oh.
confirm it's just Tyler.
Yeah, no, it's just Tyler.
It
I
was
can't-
always me.
Wow.
Urswick has joined
The
the server.
whole time.
You can't take Tower anywhere. You know, you try, and then, you know, next thing you know, you're getting the cops called on you because, you know, they think someone's out in public intoxication.
Hey, that happened once. Oh my god.
How is it playing Urswick? Is it too difficult to get into the mindset since it's your day to
Oh.
Is
day?
that really a
was-
question?
Wait, what?
Like he literally just did his voice and had the time of his life.
Yeah,
Does it come
not
pretty
gonna
naturally
lie.
to you?
I loved doing Urswick's voice. That's the most fun I've had voicing for this series. Because I felt I've been told before that I have a better villain voice than I do, you know, the hero. Because basically Jason's voice is my own voice, which isn't too entertaining. But with the Urswick, I felt like I didn't have a problem going over the top. I didn't have a problem playing the puppet master. It felt really fun to have an excuse to make that silly laugh. Because in high school, I would love to do the Joker laugh. I would love to have an excuse to do that laugh. But if you do it in any other context, then everyone's like, "Great, haha, let's go anywhere he's not."
You mean kind of like how you've done on this live stream, like how many times now?
Yeah.
That last.
I'd virtually leave if I could.
I would leave, but I'm contractually obligated.
Oh, you are not. There are no contracts.
Yes, there is. Excuse me.
When are we getting paid?
Excuse me, there is a contract because you and I came to a contractual agreement that Val has to get killed off like X amount of times for me to keep voicing advocate. Wow. I get to kill Val.
Yes, I forgot
that was the deal.
I want my kill count and I want it now. Jeez.
Yeah. And then you have Willow over there, who is like the biggest diva on set. Oh my god, it's just the prima donna.
Willow is the biggest diva?
Oh, you know it, man. I mean, don't you remember? My god. I mean, remember when she pulled a Mel Gibson? Remember when she pulled that Mel Gibson stump? That Mel Gibson, the cameraman. My god. Oh god, that was just awful. Like she just went off on that poor camera guy, and he was doing his best as he could, man, and just yeah, that was awful. It was just
regular Christian Bale, that Willow.
Oh, she really is. She's like
I'm
Christian
being
Bale.
Talked about as if I'm not here.
She's like Christian Bale meets meets that Bill O'Reilly. That Bill O'Reilly scene.
Oh my god, no.
And we are live right now. Fucking.
Okay, I see how it is. Y'all gonna gang up on me when it's live. Okay.
Well,
the stream's gotta end sometime.
You're not alone, Willow. Someone mentioned Willow Gang is in the chat.
Well, you know how it is.
The logo is the Volkswagen symbol.
You got to gang up on the one with the highest subscriber count.
Ugh.
Yes, you are the most successful of us all here.
Let's see how we can take that tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, okay.
Not after this stream, yeah.
Not after this stream.
Ew, the last comment.
A lot of pizza delivering today. Oh god. Oh god.
I live for these people. Yes.
Has everyone just been getting pizza because I said pizza earlier? Mine is cold as hell.
That's nasty.
I'm okay. I'm living off of chips and salsa over here. So I'm good. I'm good. I don't have to worry about that problem.
I'm sorry. This is the pizza stream.
Let's get pizza.
So take your chips.
I have pretzels.
No one cares. God.
Oh. Hit me right in my heart. God, good thing I didn't offer you any, didn't I? Huh?
Oh. I introduced my friend to
I'm gonna
the other day.
Excuse me, I'll try not to cry into my queso.
Your pretzel-less queso.
Okay, so
get out. Oh,
yay! No. Bad puns.
No, not today, Satan. No, I don't have the strength.
God damn it. Oh, my ugly laugh is surfacing.
Oh, you thought you could suppress it. You are wrong.
Anyway, questions.
Your laugh has varying degrees of beauty or attractiveness or something.
I like how she's trying to be nice.
Yeah, well, she is the light and all that good crap. Okay.
Getting back on topic for like the 80th time.
Yeah, I also second that.
Well, I think, if I'm correct, that's about all of the fan-submitted questions. So, if...
Willow and Smash Brothers, yes, please. I mean, they're already making a huge crossover. Why not? Why not just add one more?
Yeah.
Let's get ourselves in. That's the goal. Let's get Last Lamia into Smash Brothers.
Everyone's there. Everyone's.
I ran over my tail.
They put the Last Lamia in before they put Waluigi in.
And Luigi too. Oh god! If we could get Luigi though, that would be great. They still wouldn't let us in.
I don't think anyone will let us in, especially if they see our live streams.
Yes.
What are you talking
Oh.
about? What are you talking about? This is comedic gold.
Ew, these people have issues. No, thank you. They're a liability.
Let's see. So what should we do now, everybody?
Well, I think it's getting late in some parts of the country where we are streaming from, so we could begin to wrap things up.
I don't know.
I can keep going for a little bit.
All right. Cool.
Sleep is for the weak, so
Yeah.
I'm down.
Maybe we
Fantastic.
could ask some questions like we did last time with like favorite movies, favorite books, favorite people. I don't know.
Like,
anyone
yeah,
like
like
any
last
people?
minute chat questions.
Yeah, give us some chat questions, guys.
Yeah, what's the point of a live stream if we don't read the chat? Sleep is indeed
Sleep
for the
is
weak.
indeed for the weak.
This is true.
Or a space area. I can already feel the sun rising. Well, okay. Do you like
Nice.
Monster Museum?
Oh, Monster Musume.
Oh, Musume. Why'd I read Museum? I don't know why I read Museum, but I did.
The museum.
That'd be dope.
It really would, though.
I'd be down
I'd
for
go
that.
to it.
That's the family-friendly
Okay.
version of the anime.
Ah.
Museum.
The museum.
I literally only know it because people brought up the series on the YouTube channel. I had no idea what it was. I didn't watch it because I was warned that it's a little.
It's a little.
It's
It's
a little huh? How about we take the little huh and multiply it by 50,000?
Okay, well, it's a lot of.
Yeah, it's a lot of. It's a lot. I would just say it's a lot. I see what they're going for, and if you like ecchi anime, it'll definitely be your thing. So
Nah.
obviously, with creating this series, I do know about Monster Musume. I have.
Logan disagrees. Logan
wholesome.
Monster Musume.
all right, yeah, all right. I've seen. All right, so yes, I've read the manga. I haven't read all of it, but I have read.
Oh, you extra nasty. That means you went and found the
Well, I've never
original.
seen the anime.
The original
I
printed.
read it before it even became an anime. Hey, why
Wow,
don't you
wow.
believe me?
Really?
Oh, I am not.
Night at the
Yeah.
Monster Museum starring the cast of The Last Lamia.
There we go.
Gosh.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
And Ben Stiller.
That's like one whole blooper.
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
Yeah. We don't need Ben Stiller. We've got Tyler.
Seth.
It's okay. He was hiding his
I
shame
have
through
that.
that laugh. It's okay. You just embarrassed him, is all.
That
Okay.
Yo, what was that?
was nothing.
So I guess I'll ask a question. So what is everybody's favorite movie of 2018?
Oh,
Infinity
Oh
War.
boy.
I'd say Infinity War. It
I'd
surprised me.
probably say Infinity War too.
Really?
Yeah, it was good. Especially after like
No disrespect. I mean, to Infinity War. I mean, it was really good. Definitely. Was, I mean, I'm not underhyping it. It was very good. But I mean, come on, Deadpool 2 also came out this year.
I like Deadpool 1 a lot better.
But
I
yeah.
haven't seen it.
What?
Yeah, I have just never. I've just never had like I've seen Deadpool. Like I saw Deadpool 1 when it came out in theaters, but whatever it is, like Deadpool 2, I think I was just super busy at the time when I was in theaters, and just since then I've just never had the chance to watch it.
Oh my.
You never had the chance to watch what?
Deadpool 2.
stop.
What?
No, I know what you're doing. I like how she says it too, but stop. You're not slick.
I never claimed to be slick, but you know.
You tried it.
And it worked.
So is Deadpool 2 your favorite movie then, Seth?
Yeah, you know, I think it is. You know, Deadpool 2, Infinity War. Now, I will say this: I really immensely enjoyed watching Infinity War in theaters. I don't know if I'd enjoy it as much on the small screen.
That's fair. That's definitely fair.
And I will be honest, the second time I saw it, part of what made it so fun to me, because I'm a terrible person, and I will admit that to everyone here on stream, I am a horrible, horrible person. And seeing parents bring these little children into Infinity War with their Captain America t-shirts and their obnoxiously loud noises during the trailers.
Yeah.
A sick part of me was just, I loved it. I loved it. I loved the ending. I just loved it.
That's always entertaining. Like, I'm like, you are a horrible parent. Yeah, let's bring our kid into The Conjuring and let them see The Nun. I'm like, okay.
Oh my god.
Shows like schizophrenic tendencies, and you wonder what's wrong with my child.
What?
You wonder why.
Can I just say? Can I? On topic of movies, Venom, best rom-com of the year. Can I just say that?
It was very good. Tom Hardy in the lobster
yes. I think I'm partial to Infinity War just because I've seen it so many times. One of the best moments was going with Seth and my fiance to go see it. Yeah. And the best part was just looking over at Seth, looking at me with a smile on his face as it got closer and closer to the penultimate moment. And then seeing my wife-to-be's jaw just drop.
Yeah, because I was going to say, that was her first time seeing it.
Yeah, it was.
That was great. That was just great. You and I were just grinning from ear to ear. Especially her favorite character was Loki, too.
Bro, no, we can't. My heart can't take it. I can't do it. I really can't do it.
That was great.
And my boy had to go out so quick, too. Bye, bitch. Wow.
Oh, come on. You know, people aren't even going to... They're not going to keep him dead. They're going to get some kind of instant revive because they make so much money.
Right.
So, you know, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
Believe it or not, for my favorite movie of this year is actually...
Hey, Tyler, I don't feel so good, man.
What? No, don't, not now. No.
Mr. Mesmer, I don't feel so good.
No. Don't pull a Tom hit. Oh God, what is his name again?
Bro?
Tom Holland?
Really?
Tom Holland, yes. Don't pull a Tommy boy.
Spider-Man?
No.
Oderman?
I am not Mr. Stark. No, don't.
You're getting it a whole lot in the comments.
Yeah.
I don't want to go.
No.
Everybody.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I saw about
Tyler, your
Loki's
fiance is
little spin-off TV series.
No, she can't go. We haven't even said our vows yet.
Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah, you win some, you lose some, I guess.
Oh my God, no. Okay. All right, I want to just say my favorite
Spin out the herd.
2018.
Hey, can we just take a moment to just thank you, Thanos, for clearing off the highway for me? I'm gonna get to work so much quicker.
Traffic has never been better.
Just everybody who couldn't make a left turn, just thank you.
Oh. Anyway, yes. Oh, rest in peace. I saw that comment without getting.
Good night.
Yeah, go ahead, Will. What?
No, I was telling someone good night.
Oh, I thought you said, "Can I?" and then got
No.
Anyway, my favorite movie was actually the most emotional one for me. And everyone can say, "Oh, what about this movie and this movie?" But this one was extremely nostalgic for me. It was Christopher Robin.
I have not seen it yet.
It's the same. I haven't seen it.
If you have grown up with Winnie the Pooh,
yes,
it'll tug right at those heartstrings. And not only that, but the acting was on par. The story was very fluid.
Well, anytime you get Ewan McGregor, you know you're going to get good acting.
Oh, yeah. he did phenomenal in this.
He definitely had the high
And-
ground when it came to the acting for that movie. I think.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Stop.
I was just about to say, all I remember is the memes of Winnie the Pooh saying,
General Kenobi.
"It's over, Obi-Wan! I have the high ground!"
No.
And he's on that shelf,
Oh, no.
and then it just ends with him in the fire, and you just hear like a muddled, "Oh, bother."
Like no, like yeah, my like my best mate is like a cartoonist, and he drew like that scene with Winnie the Pooh. It's great.
Oh, that's...
A7. Would Winnie turn to dust or stuffing?
Stop. That's so mean.
we're ruining Tyler's childhood movie.
But in terms of, I guess, like action-packed movie, I actually have to give it to Deadpool 2.
Really?
Yeah, for action, because I say that because Infinity War, like a lot of people, messed me up emotionally, so I'm still hesitant about whether or not to say that, oh, it was my favorite movie when they crushed my heart in one fell swoop.
See, I like that though. You know, it's a good movie when it crushes my heart in one fell swoop. You know, it's just like.
During all the other Marvel films.
I'm gonna draw heat for this. Infinity War to me felt unfinished, and I know that they wanted to save the resolution for the boss and everything for part 2. I get that. I understand that. But even the way that they let Thanos win still felt unfinished to me. I don't know if it was just the way they cut to black like that at the end, like it was The Sopranos. I'm not sure what about it was exactly. It just, for me, it just felt like it kind of lacked any kind of closure. I guess like if you had given them a minor moral victory, maybe. I just felt like if I'm watching a movie for 2.5 hours and almost 3, and all of a sudden you basically, the only resolution at the end is just that empty hollow feeling. I feel like, yeah, you know, I've had my soul sucked for 2.5 hours, but it was great. But at the same time, I wish they would have given just a little bit more of some, just a little bit more of some closure or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can understand that.
It's definitely a risk. I mean, I don't think that they've ever, especially for superhero films, nothing that they had ever been able to do. Like, well, they were like, what was it in the Batman v Superman? They killed Superman for not even the whole film.
No kidding. And yeah, I mean, I really respect them for you know, actually sticking to the comics and, you know, not you know, wimping out in that regard for sure.
Yeah. Oh, go on.
Yeah. I mean, I think I mean, if we can just talk about how great Josh Brolin, you know, he's, you know, playing Thanos, and then he turns around and puts an all-star performance in Deadpool 2 as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's definitely the movie MVP of 2018 for sure.
Oh yeah, and all that. I really expected some kind of. Well, I mean, they did do some funny Avengers Infinity War marketing with Deadpool 2. Now that I remember. So yeah, they had fun with that for sure.
It was also kind of a weird epiphany this year, because I finally realized that Josh Brolin was the older brother in the Goonies.
In the Goonies, yeah.
I never knew
That's
that.
always a weird realization.
I just reached out. I was like, oh my god.
Now you're going back to the Goonies to see if he snaps his fingers at all.
Oh my god. He sees his brother kissing the girl he likes, and it's just like, oh, we gotta have balance now.
You just start snapping. Why won't it work?
Why won't it work?
And it's just like, see, I always knew Mom would love you the best. Now it'll be me.
Last Lamia X Goonies crossover? What?
What is that abomination? Oh my god.
Well, hold on. Let's not knock it before we try it. I mean, who do you think said that about the Disney and Final Fantasy crossover, huh?
It's literally not even a crossover. It's just let's take all of our stuff and put it together and have you be able to play it all.
There's a crossover, and then there's
I'm sorry.
like, you know...
Are you crapping on Kingdom Hearts?
Oh no. I love me some Kingdom Hearts, but that's what it is.
Okay.
I mean, I can only really, I can only really equate it to, you know, there's a crossover, and then you have like two merch trucks that crashed into each other, and you know, everything got mixed up. So
Well, maybe
How did Mickey end up with a sword? I'm so confused.
I thought a crossover was when two storylines merged. Like, you don't have any individual pre-told story Disney character that's merged with Sora or Riku's storyline. It's all its own storyline with the characters thrown in there.
I don't know. You got King Mickey.
And then just Sephiroth is also there.
Yeah.
That
more do you
signature
want?
moment. That signature moment when Goofy is like, Sora, look, it's Sephiroth. We must destroy him for the mother.
Aww. Don't do my boy like that.
Goofy gets stabbed in the back.
As opposed to a rock in the head.
I never understood why people were like, that's such an emotional moment with Goofy getting hit in the head with a rock.
He came back.
Everybody wanted it. Later. Don't tell me you haven't thought about it just one time.
I mean, they couldn't have been like they went to like hinted at it, like seeing like shadow movements of Goofy. Like they're like, wait a minute, is that Goofy? And then when they go to like Mount Olympus or whatever, and Auron betrays them, and you just see his shield hit Auron in the back.
No.
And then you just see Goofy, and then the love and light in Sora and Donald's eyes. They go, "Oh my god!" And Gore's like, "Did you miss me, fuckers?"
I'm loving this A7. I'm loving this A7.
What did he say?
Sora, I don't.
Oh,
Sora, I don't feel so.
yes! How did you even spell that?
Very impressive.
I always thought it started off with a G, like.
With a G, my dude? You said a J, right?
Wait, what?
You meant a J.
A G.
You said with a G. You meant a J.
Yeah, a G.
Oh my
It's
god.
G. Did I say J?
A GIF? A what?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
This stream has collectively had a stroke.
Hey. Oh.
My apologies.
Yeah.
You had some other type of fit. Whatever.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Oh no.
Is anyone up for some Jif peanut butter?
Ew.
I can't get that. I can't get Jif peanut butter over here.
Oh.
God damn
It's okay. We'll fly it to you.
Fly. We'll fly it.
Smuggle food into another
I'm pretty
country.
sure it'll be flown to me along with that like crate of Lucky Charms. Seth
never
keeps
had.
threatening me with. Yeah, because we don't have it over here.
But you have to have Lucky Charms. They're your cereal.
That's probably
were
why they
made
don't
for
have it,
you.
because it's just a shame.
They're always
were
on
made
there.
Pretty
by
sure,
the
like,
government.
you know, pretty sure it might be like illegal over here. Who knows?
What
Yeah,
even
she
makes
knows
it
that.
Irish besides the dude?
The leprechaun?
Yeah.
that thing. The little green elf.
Yeah, that's
Oh, it's
Lucky.
green. It must be Irish.
They've got clovers. They've got clovers in the cereal.
And
Like
he
little
does-
clover
I
And
believe
figures.
the
and
word
he
you're
does
looking
speak
for is
with the
leprechaun.
And he does speak with the accent.
I meant to say mascot. That's what I meant to say, but I couldn't think of the word.
But he does speak with the accent, like he's, you know,
Oh.
in the commercial, he's like,
Oh.
"They're always after me, Lucky Charms."
Oh, that accent. Oh boy.
A7X.
Oh.
Yes.
See, this
And
is the
her
reason why I
Part
hate
of the
you voice
marshmallows
the
is a
Irish
beer
one.
can.
Oh my god. Wait, who said the Irish are either leprechauns or drunk?
I don't know, but I love him.
You're
Love
lying.
her.
That's Seth's
I
other
love
account.
you, Hattie.
Yeah, I love Hattie too.
Hi,
Always
Hattie.
the best comments.
Hello, Hattie.
You don't see the
Hello,
flap
Hattie.
hanging from his belt?
Hello to
Still
you,
going.
Hattie.
Oh my god.
I can't
I'm not even
breathe.
gonna attempt the last name, but you know.
Hyper bruh.
Are there any more questions that someone feels that they didn't get answered? Because we can't stay on
Yes.
topic.
Yes, so we're gonna start wrapping it up a little bit here. So lightning round.
Give us quick
Lightning
questions,
round is your
guys.
last chance, and you'll see us in a year.
I think it's
Yeah.
more so us giving a quick response.
Here, don't worry. I'll provide some awesome
Oh, Lord.
music while we're getting ready. Could
No.
Then
you
we see the
please
leprechaun.
ask some awesome
Guys, please ask questions.
questions?
Please
Ask
ask
some
questions.
questions.
Can we see the
right
leprechaun in
now,
the next
please.
episode? I don't know. Ask
Blah,
Val.
blah,
Please.
blah.
Spare us.
Wait, did you not hear any of it?
No, we tuned you out
No.
when you
No!
asked.
Bills ourselves not to hear it.
Well, no, that's okay. I can start again.
What is everyone's
Let's not, because
favorite
you're
fan-
wasting everyone's time.
Yeah,
All right.
I
No,
I
we have
like
some
you.
questions.
Well, what are you, what
Yay, I'm like,
what is everyone's favorite fantasy series? Asks Hattie.
Fantasy series. Ooh.
I'm a stickler for Lord of the Rings. I know it might be cliche, but it's just, it
I'm
has
with you.
everything the child in me ever wanted in a fantasy world in it.
I'm with you on that one.
I might have to go with Lord of the Rings as well.
Yes.
And then there were two.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Dang it.
I
I
haven't
second
seen
the
Game of Thrones.
I am like, I know I haven't seen all of Lord of the Rings still, but
What?
Game of Thrones is still it for me. I've seen enough of Lord of the Rings.
Have you
I
seen
don't
the
know that you
director's
have.
cut? The extended.
Same here.
The extended version is the director's cut is the best.
It is.
I've
Cooper
only
gets
grown
his
up
own
with the
short
extended
story.
edition.
Ooh.
What, someone asks, why is Gamora?
I'll do it better. Why is Gamora? Oh my
It's like,
gosh.
Thank
what
you, Sammy.
master
You're
do
doing
you
God's
serve?
work.
What kind of question is that? What am I supposed to say? Jesus?
I think
Someone
someone
dropped. I think Seth dropped.
No.
No, Seth,
He's destroying
come back
the
to us.
stream manually.
The snap happened. Seth was
No.
taken.
No, don't everyone know. Everyone hang on to
One by
something.
one. We're gonna go.
Come back.
Well, if Seth's gone, why
The
even
ad-
continue?
The advocate froze to death, guys.
It's-
I'm sorry.
It's over. I wish I could live edit this picture. I'd
No.
take him out.
Oh.
We'll see if we can get him back in so that we can all say goodbye to our lovely audience. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I know it's really late for some of you people.
Quick, everyone dab. It might summon him.
Why would you bring it back?
I was just getting over, and now you've caused me to relapse. God.
Because it's just the kind of memey shit that would bring him back.
That's a good question. How is Amali alive in the cold in this picture?
She has... Oh, well, I guess they'd be cold-blooded. Well, yeah, it's a good question. Probably should have moved her closer to the fire.
Or she could be one of those really macabre, propped up taxidermies.
Well,
Wait,
that
here
was,
he is.
that
He's
was
back.
bizarre. That was bizarre.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know. Google just decided, you know what? You're not signed in anymore.
You're done.
You're too negative. Get out of this live stream.
You're done, son.
See, that's what happens. I tried to break a story about them outsourcing, and then, look what happens.
Well, now that you're here, I think it's time that we wish everybody
Ah.
a happy holiday and
Yes,
a fond
happy
farewell.
holidays to all.
Yeah.
And to all a good night.
Night,
It
night,
could
y'all.
be daytime in some countries.
Remember,
gosh.
kids, behave yourself or you get a visit from the advocate, you know?
And he'll dab on you.
Or you'll get a
Ew,
visit
I
from the
don't wanna
light,
be
and she will give
bad.
you irreparable damage.
That probably would be
Wake
very
up in the
terrifying.
middle of the night, advocate is just standing there, he looks you, dabs, then leaves.
No, it's not just the advocate. It's the advocate and the light. They both show up,
That'll be a
and you're
spin-off.
both like bickering.
All right. Farewell, everyone. We'll say bye, everybody.
Yep.
See you
Bye.
later.
Thanks for coming out. See y'all later.
Bye, everyone!
And happy holidays.
Bye.